Fix this up a little bit here. Oh shoot, I just realized something. Hang on one second, guys. Hang on one second. Now we should be good. Forgot to share the link on Twitter. Alright guys, how y'all doing this Friday evening? I know it's a little past 8 o'clock. I would be watching SmackDown right now. Felt like trying to do a little bit of catch up instead. What's going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993. And we are here live. And as you guys can tell, even for my 2 reviews last night, I'm not feeling super peppy today. Feeling a little drained. I'm just... I don't know. It's just so tough anymore. Trying to realize, am I really feeling wrestling right now? Or is it just other things around me that are just making me feel like lazy and not really desiring to come up here and do these reviews? I mean, I like doing this, but I'm not having much exciting content to talk about. And unfortunately, this NXT TakeOver in your house isn't really knocking my socks off. I have tried recently to see, the light at the end of the tunnel. With, fans coming back soon and everything. I'm trying to, keep trucking through in hopes that once the fans get back, things get better. But for the time being, this feels like one of the weakest, most thrown together cards NXT has done for a pay-per-view. Why even do this show, to be honest? I mean, this is already going to be the 3rd takeover we're having this year. I kind of miss the days where, now they do 6 takeovers a year. Kind of miss the days when they did just 4. I feel like 4 was enough because they felt special. But it's like some of these ones, like NXT TakeOver 31, this one right here, a couple of them that just felt very, very thrown together. And nothing more than just a weekly televised episode is what it feels like. That's what this takeover feels like to me. Like, the matches are super random. They're thrown together. There's really only 2. Well, definitely 1. The main event. A second one that has my eyes. The rest of them to me just are what they are. Nothing super special. It's just... Again, this show is just not really screaming must-see for me. Heck, I want to do other things. I actually am going out Sunday for the day. I'm not going to be home all day. I'm not going to be watching this show. I honestly may watch this show in place of Raw on Monday. Because I don't want to watch Raw. Even though I don't think this show is going to be super great, I'd rather watch this than Monday Night Raw. But we'll see where it goes. But I am still here, guys, to make my preview and predictions for NXT TakeOver in Your House 2021. We've got 5 matches on this card. Like I said, I'm probably expecting more so. I'm hoping at most like a C plus B minus show. That's all I'm expecting from this. I'm not expecting this to really be one of the best takeovers of all time. I actually expect this to be probably one of the weaker takeovers of all time. But let's just talk about these matches. Like I said, I really don't have much to say. Let's just talk about them. Like, look at this card. Like, we're starting off. The opening match I'm predicting is this winner-take-all match with Bronson Reed, the North American champion. He's teaming up with the NXT Tag Team Champions MSK, Nash Carter, and Wes Lee. And they're taking on Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde. Winner-take-all match. Of course, again, basically, Bronson Reed and Santos Escobar either of them will walk out as North American champion, and then either MSK or Mendoza and Wilde will walk out as the NXT Tag Team Championships. My gripe I've always had with about a winner-take-all match is like, okay, it's obvious, who's the, the prominent leader of the group, basically, but, like, how do you not know, Raul Mendoza or Joaquin Wilde want to be North American champion? How do you not know that Wes Lee or Nash Carter don't want to be North American champion? How do you not know that maybe Santos Escobar wants to be a tag team champion? By the Freebird rule, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. To me, it's just always weird they do these, winner-take-all matches or, 6-man tag team matches where only one or the other leader of the group can win the NXT championship or, the main championship of the match. Again, I just always find it weird. But this would be an interesting concept if the opponents were a little bit more interesting. We got Bronson Reed, who, had an excellent steel cage match against Johnny Gargano to be NXT North American champion. We've got MSK, who I've quickly become fans of, definitely love their work, think they're a great fit to be leading this, building up tag team division. But then we got Legado del Fantasma. I like Santos Escobar. And if this was just Bronson Reed versus Santos Escobar, fine. But then you have Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde. And I'm sorry. Again, I've tried to get behind them. They put on some solid performances. I still look at them and I just think a team on the level of the Saint Brothers. I just don't see them as, big superstars. I don't. They're not my favorite people in the world. Raul Mendoza went plenty of years as an enhancement talent. Joaquin Wilde had one brief, match in the NXT Breakout Star Tournament and was kind of treated like a jobber after that. So, and also because we've seen MSK and Legado del Fantasma collide several times already. So I guess that's why I'm just not super into this match. And what would make it interesting, though, because they were teasing it, because obviously the leader of this other group had his eye on that North American Championship match with Gargano and Reed. This should have been Bronson Reed and MSK versus Hit Row. Have Isaiah Swerve Scott go for the North American title, and then have Ashante the Adonis and Top Dollar go after the tag titles. That's fresh. That would have been interesting. But instead, we feel you have a 6-man tag match that you could just easily see on just a weekly episode of NXT. Just being real. The baby faces are retaining this. Bronson Reed and Wes Carter and Wes Lee and Nash Carter are retaining. For TakeOver Las Vegas, which will be the first TakeOver from a live audience, which I'm hoping that show really capitalizes on it. Maybe we'll see Top Dollar. Not Top Dollar. Hit Row feud with the baby faces. We'll see, but yeah, the baby faces retain here. I don't see them putting the belts on Legado del Fantasma at all whatsoever. So Besides that, match number 2, we've got Mercedes Martinez and Xia Li. I'm guessing they're going back to the story with, I think Xia Li being eliminated by Mercedes Martinez in what's it called? In the Mae Young Classic. But I don't know, it's like if they're trying to blame, if they're having to have Xia Li blame Mercedes Martinez for her failures, to me it's like, does it feel like a little too late? Like, Xia Li has been in a handful of women's Royal Rumble matches. Mercedes Martinez only one. Both of these women really have not done too much yet in NXT. I mean, Xia Li has kind of found this different form of her as well as a heel. Then there's Mercedes Martinez, who I also thought was a heel, but that's a video I gotta do. Dynamics are just so weird anymore. You either face on face, heel on heel. It's like one week you're a face, one week you're a heel. It's like, I don't know anymore. I have no clue who people are supposed to be anymore. I don't. Some are obvious, but most of the time, I can't tell you anymore who's a face and who's a heel. I just can't. But this feels like a match that, it doesn't feel like it's built for a pay-per-view. I mean, I'm sure on pay-per-view it could be good, but again, why are they fighting? Because Xia Li lost to Mercedes Martinez and wants revenge? It's like, it happened how many years ago at this point? It feels too late to, have that be a believable story. But I guess Xia wins here. Mercedes Martinez already feels like, she's one of the people who could take a loss and she'd be fine. Give it to Xia Li. I don't really care, but that's my pick. Here's a match I'm kind of interested in. This ladder match here between Cameron Grimes and LA Knight. And it was revealed this week on NXT, it's going to be a ladder match for the $1 Million Championship. Basically, the story here is, one of these two are trying to follow in the footsteps of Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. And it's interesting because it kind of gives a fresh new direction for both these guys, which I think is why I'm interested in this match a little bit. I know a lot of people are saying, though, this didn't need to be a ladder match with, an old championship involved. I don't really think that we're going to be seeing, this title. I don't feel like this title is going to be, super duper down our throats. But I feel like it's just going to be just, basically just, who wants to win the respect of Ted DiBiase. Cameron Grimes, who, has gone super rich, or LA Knight, who, just has all the tools to be a big superstar. But I'll pick LA Knight to win this. I feel like Cameron Grimes, they seem to be heading towards the babyface direction with him. And I feel like you gotta build a little more sympathy. Plus, two, LA Knight has had a little more too many losses, I feel like, at this point already than he should have. So his first pay-per-view match, yeah, I'd give him the win. Cameron Grimes will be fine. Like I said, I feel like he's heading to a babyface direction. This loss will help build that sympathy on him, I feel like. But yeah, I got LA Knight winning this one. Match number 4 is the NXT Women's Championship match. Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon. Now, I love Ember Moon. She's definitely, she's been repackaged. She's been back since NXT TakeOver 31, when she returned after a 14-month absence with injury, as she was on the main roster, but came back to NXT. Good move. And then there's Raquel Gonzalez, who isn't really lighting the world on fire as champion, but she's doing the best she can. She's not the worst, but it's just not someone I want to see be champion forever. Unfortunately, though, I feel like the person they're waiting to put that title on, which they may wait till Vegas, is Frankie Monet. I feel like it's unfortunate, but they're treating Ember Moon kind of as a holdover feud, for Raquel Gonzalez before she drops the title to Monet at TakeOver Las Vegas, probably. So unfortunately, Ember's just not going to win this one. It'd be nice to see Ember get the title back again, but I feel like they're going to keep it on Raquel and have Frankie Monet drop the championship. Her win the title back. I don't know if they'll ever do Io and Raquel again, or Frankie and Io. I don't know. I mean, Io just returned this week on NXT after taking some time off after she had dropped the championship. So we could be seeing maybe her being in the title picture at TakeOver Las Vegas, or I don't know what we're doing. Although I do have a new dream match for Io Shirai, which I'll talk about that in a different video I do later on tonight. But it's obvious Raquel's retaining here. This is just like a pushover feud. And then the main event. The only match I'm somewhat interested in the ladder match. This, I think, will be excellent. Even though, again, it's randomly thrown together. Like I said, this feels like how the build for, like, Fastlane usually is. Doesn't feel necessary. Just going to be just a random show just for the heck of it, just to draw some viewers. But it's not really going to be anything super great. This Fatal 5-Way, though, could be the match of the night. It could make this a one-match show completely. But we got the NXT champion, Karrion Kross, taking on Pete Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly, Johnny Gargano, and Adam Cole. Very randomly thrown together. I mean, I thought we were going to be getting, I did think we were probably going to get Karrion Kross and Kyle O'Reilly. Then I thought maybe we get some type of like a, who did I predict actually to be in this match? Let me see here. Let me pull up my old TakeOver in your house card. Who did I predict for this match? Oh, I thought it was going to be a fatal 4-way with Kross, Dunne, O'Reilly, and Balor. But Finn Balor's not in the title picture right now. I mean, they did have the rematch, which was actually, I think, better than their TakeOver Stand and Deliver match. But Kyle O'Reilly, I knew was going to be in this because he beat Adam Cole. Adam Cole, he's Adam Cole. Even though he lost an unsanctioned match, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need anything to prove that he's going to be in the title picture. Pete Dunne, fine. Johnny Gargano just lost the North American title, so he's jumping into the NXT Championship picture. But, I mean, it's obvious to me Karrion Kross is retaining in this match. But I think it's still going to be an awesome match. I don't know what else to really say. I mean, it's going to be good. You have 5 of the best talents. I mean, the only thing, of course, that I ask from this match, again, the last match that Kross had was his rematch with Balor. I'm hoping they continue to book Kross like they did in that match. Because, let's just be real, ever since Kross has come back, he's selling way too much. Like, they stopped making him that dominating monster he was, last summer. The guy who squashed Tommaso Ciampa in 6 minutes. He's literally selling to guys like Santos Escobar. He was selling to, I think, Austin Theory. He sold a little too much to Finn also. But, again, the last match those two had, he was awesome. So, I look forward to see what he does against these 4 fresh opponents for him. I mean, him and Adam Cole, they may be the main event of TakeOver Las Vegas. They could do them two. They could be doing Kross and O'Reilly. They could even do Kross and Gargano. Like, now that Gargano's dropped the championship, like, what else is there really left for him to do? I mean, I still say turn him face, because, again, I am tired of this heel run by Gargano. It just hasn't worked out. I don't see him and Dunne actually having a one-on-one match. I don't know why. But this will be good. Again, we have 5 of the best talent on the roster. Like I said, just feels thrown together. Cross is retaining. That's all I really got to say, guys. I don't know. Like I said, it's just not with, I don't know, again, because I'm tired, because I've had a draining week, or because Triple H basically crapped on the fans today and drank the Kool-Aid, as I always say to people who just basically turn on others. I don't know. TakeOver in Your House 2021 is probably going to be one of the weakest takeovers of all time. And, like I said, it's going to be a show where it's like, okay, it happened, but afterwards you'll be like, what was the point of that? I don't really see much storyline progression in this pay-per-view. But we'll see how it goes. Monday for me. I'll probably watch this show on Monday, but who knows. Those are my thoughts, guys. Again, guys, what are your thoughts on this takeover? What's your predictions for the 5 matches? What do you think they're going to happen in? Make sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content to come on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DeMayo93. I'm checking out, guys. I'll see you all later. Peace out, everybody.